Winter, an improvised mystery by Shorty. Let's see where this audio takes us. Veronica. I knew who you were. As your car slowly crawled up the drive, I watched from my window as you took your bags from the boot and strode up to the front door. I listened. I heard the murmur of voices. No doubt my darling brother, Julius, welcoming you to our home. I took in my reflection as I passed the mirror. My long dark hair, hanging limp and long, almost covering my dark sullen eyes. Good to see each other again, I'm sure, after all these years. Good old school chums. I returned to the mirror and looked at my pale face, sunken eyes, and blank features. I couldn't muster the strength. But was this the image I wanted to portray? Of course, I was beautiful. I knew this. My brother's twin, good old Julius, handsome and vibrant. What a shame his sister is so weak, so depressed. There's something wrong with that girl. That's what they think. Heiress to a fortune, but still she can't muster a smile. Of course, I knew Julius would be overworking those pearly white teeth with that convivial smile and friendly firm handshake. How he managed to bounce back after the tragedy was not strange to me. We're twins, but we are nothing alike. But why do I make it so easy? So easy for him? I can't help myself. I have an acid tongue. And I like to wear black. Nothing wrong with that. I can't just throw on a yellow frock, put a flower in my hair and smile. It's never been my way. Well, no, that's a lie. Before we moved here, to this massive pile of darkness, I do recall feeling lighter, wearing pretty dresses, humming to music. I used to love to dance. But something has weighed heavy on me. No, not just the tragedy. I believe it's this place. There's something about it. I feel it slowly sucking the life from me. And I don't have the strength to fight it. My darling brother calls up the stairs.
Roni, come down. We have a guest.
No, dear brother. He's not my guest. I don't want him here. In my house. In my things. Interfering with my memories. Looking me over. I don't want to see that look. Yes, I should be used to it. This is your sister. That's what you'll think. Your twin. Oh, what a letdown. I step off the bottom stair and hold out my hand to you. You look at my brother quizzically and then take my hand and shake it. It's then that I see your eyes, sparkling blue with a little twinkle. All conviviality and smiles. You said, "Hello, Roni. Pleased to meet you." I didn't like that. "You can call me Veronica," I said curtly, and lowered my hand. At least you had the decency to blush. I warmed to you then, but only slightly. You were like a fish out of water. You didn't belong here with our sort. Julius always did like to surround himself with those less fortunate. I wonder why. Made him feel big, maybe. Can I take your coat? I said. It's the butler's day off. You actually believed me. Though we did recently have a manservant. But he and his wife, the cook, departed not long after, well, the parents left this world. I hardly noticed. I'm not fussed about food, to be honest. Jam and bread would suit me fine. Just enough to sustain life. That's all I need. All I care for. Not Julius. He likes the finer things in life. Wine, expensive meats, expensive treats. He misses cook dearly. So, instead of the dinner gong, of late, I've heard the microwave ping. Dear Julius is trying to interview cooks, but sadly none seem to, well, measure up. Luckily, we have a good restaurant close by and Julius does like to order in. Tonight, I know he's going to pull out all the stops. Bring out the silver. He'll make me dress for dinner, like the old days, just to impress his stupid friend. The old grandfather clock struck 5:30 p.m. and darling Julius bade me show you to your room. I nodded, turned away and walked up the stairs. I knew you'd follow. I knew you were good at following orders. We walked up the creaky stairs. I could tell your eyes were looking around at the magnificent hallway, the polished wood, the portraits, etc. long since lost their lustre. I knew which room you were going to be in, the only guest room that's fit for habitation. Here you are, the blue suite. You gave me a sheepish grin and threw your bags on the bed. And then you proceeded to sit on it and bounce a bit. It creaked, and small motes of dust flew up. Sorry. Cleaner's day off, I said. I showed you the ensuite and told you not to flush after midnight. Of course, it didn't really matter. I was just having fun. I went back to my room and quietly shut the door. A moment later, a door closed above my head in the attic. Well, my darlings, I hope you liked that little tale. And if you think you'd like me to get my tongue around something a little more spicy, why not join my Patreon? Talking of Patreon, here they are. Shenanigans, Billy, Living Lightning, Pokemon, David, Mad Coffee, Nikki Phantom, Pillowy Slave, Glutamus Maximus, Mordred, Stephen, Campaign for a Better Weekend, Rel, Fire, Outsider HP, Jovi Lucky, B, Ted, Jelly Mage, Aaron, Ben Smith, Cubby, Donny, Glad Happy, and Chibi Dude.